Are you looking to create a jumper account in Rise of Kingdoms, but you're not sure how? Well, join me as I show you a never before seen jumper account guide for you to use. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Chappy Gaming. Today we are going to be showing you how to create a jumper account in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, you may have seen a bunch of different guides online or you've watched other YouTubers' videos, but I promise you, today I'm going to be showing you some stuff that you have not seen before. So stick around. With that, let's get into it, shall we? So a jumper account is essentially an account that you're creating that you're trying to start over. So let's say you want to start in Kingdom 2910, or you want to start, I guess, in Kingdom 2917. That might be the kingdom that you are targeting to start in. The way jumper accounts work is you start them in advance. So you can start a jumper account, in Kingdom 2825, like I have, and we'll be going into that today. And then, you have 10 days to build up that account, and then by the end of the 10 days, you can jump it to whatever the target kingdom that you wanted to be in was. Now, there are a couple challenges here that you need to keep in mind. When we're talking about jumping into these kingdoms, you can see that there is a beginner's immigration which will be open or closed. And the immigration requirements for this is that you do need to possess a beginner's immigration as well as a beginner's teleport. So these two elements are incredibly important. But the first thing you want to do is be able to ensure that you can actually get a beginner's immigration. And the way to do this is that you have to pick a kingdom really within the preparation season still. And you can pick one of the older kingdoms in here, but you have to pick one of these if you do want a beginner's immigration. You cannot pick a kingdom that's in season 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you do, you will not get one and you will not be able to jump. Now, for some of the stuff that some of the other YouTubers have never told you, if you've watched some of my other videos on the King Returns event, then you know that you are able to create an account through that. And so if we go over to one of my accounts that I've neglected for a while, let's go to this one. I should be able to get the King's Return event. And the reason that I'm showing you this is that by getting the King's Return event, you actually get a whole bunch of gems and keys and such that you can then use to create your account. And you can do this multiple times in the same kingdom. So here we go, a new journey. So if I go to create a new account now, I'll get 500 gems, 5 keys, and a nice teleport. No other YouTuber has ever shown you this. So if you actually go over here, you see the continent of Egregia, which is good, and you do need to be within the same continent. So you're looking for the continent of Egregia, and you're really just going to look for the oldest kingdom within the same continent of Egregia. So, one of the older kingdoms. I would recommend that you stick with the one with some of the newer ones. But yeah, we need to scroll back here, all the way back. And the kingdom that I picked was still fairly young because I know it's in the preparation stage. So you can go all the way back here and you can pick one of the newer kingdoms if you want. The thing I will say is you do want to pick a kingdom that is fairly old. And the reason that I say that is part of this guide is actually going to be using Lohar really early on. And I've seen a bunch of people comment on my Civ guide, hey, you didn't really call out Boudica very much. And the reason that I haven't called out Boudica very much is that you actually don't need her all that much. So what I would do if I were you is I'd go and identify the kingdom that's still in preparation stage, and then you can actually go through this process and create a new account in the kingdom that you want. So let's say I've already done this and I can get out of here. And yep, new journey, cool. And yep, got it. Okay, so let's say I've already done that. Now, how can you take best advantage of a jumper account? So there are a couple tips that you can use. The first is make sure that you're doing it when there is a holiday event going on. So this, the Wavebreakers Soar to the Heavens event, is a perfect opportunity for you to be creating a jumper account. And the reason for that is you only need 6 days in order to get all of the rewards from this event. And the rewards that you're going to be getting are Epic Commander Sculptures, Tomes of Knowledge, and 5-minute speed-ups. And you can get up to 100 Epic Sculptures, as well as all of these other speed-ups, simply by playing the game during this event. And so you may not get all 100, you may get 90, but this is going to give you a huge leg up when we talk about creating a jumper account. And unlike a lot of the other events, you're not actually blocked from getting the rewards from this. So you can get all these epic heads, and you can actually come in and you can use some of these ship crests and buy yourself some gold heads or a blueprint choice or some materials if you want to. So, I mean, this account is tiny, but even here you can see I'm able to go in and claim and get some of these rewards. So this is going to be the best time to create a jumper account. So when you do see that there's a holiday event coming, be sure that you're prepared. So that is one tip that the other YouTubers do not tell you. The next tip that I'm going to tell you is to use Lohar to your advantage. So one of the challenges of creating a jumper account is that you are jumping from a kingdom that hopefully you have friends in. If you don't have friends in that kingdom, you probably shouldn't be considering jumping from there. And the reason that I say that is if we go back to my main account here, you can use Lohars in a jumper account. You unlock your castle at City Hall level 7. And I will call out here, you cannot upgrade your City Hall to level 8 or you will not be able to jump. And so I'll go back and show you the different immigrations that you need. But if we come over here, you can actually see that you can get awesome rewards from Lohar early on. And the reason this matters is you want to be starting your account with Lohar fairly far along, because Lohar is an expert peacekeeper, and if you can get him fairly far along, you can actually nurse along a lot of your other commanders. And yes, Lohar, not a combat commander. Totally agree. But you will do increased damage against barbarians, and the real advantage here is that your commanders are actually going to get leveled up by using Lohar with them. And so you can run Lohars on a jumper account so long as you have a friend in the kingdom you're jumping from who's willing to spawn them for you. And I would highly recommend that you do the Dauntless Lohars because the rewards do typically tend to be better. And this is a great way to get a lot of resources, and you can get 8-hour speed ups and 3-hour speed ups all prior to you jumping. And so you're starting in a new kingdom when everyone else doesn't even have Lohar available to them yet. So just keep that in mind as a great tip that people just don't seem to do. The next thing that we're going to talk about as we get in here is actually how to level up your different structures. So there are a couple things that you can do. Where's my jumper? There it is. There are a couple things that you can do to actually get things leveled up really easily. And those are, you want to be in a kingdom that's willing to pop kingdom-wide building buffs. If your kingdom pops a kingdom-wide building buff, then you are A-okay for upgrading your structures. You also want to be sure you're going to be in an alliance that has max tech, and so you're getting all of those advantages as you try and build up this account. You don't want to be using any speed ups on this account. As for the beginner immigration, as you can see, I can move to the newest kingdom if I want to, and maybe I'll do that right now, so long as you have a beginner's teleport and a beginner's immigration. And as you can see, this kingdom that I'm in has already been to the Lost Temple. The Lost Temple is right here, I think, and, oh no, that's the Shrine of Honor. Brilliant job, Chappie. The Lost Temple is right here, and I can spawn into Zone 3 and kill some Guardians and level up all of my commanders. And now, let's say I have, and I've gone through and I've leveled up all the commanders, and I've been here for this event, for the holiday event, and all of that. And now I just decide I want to jump. So if I go back over to the globe here, and I go to the newest kingdom here, Sakai, immigration requirements fulfilled, let's immigrate. So now I click teleport, and just like that, I've jumped. In this account, I could have been feeding Lohars to, I could have been killing Guardians with, and you can jump and start on the same day as everyone else. This kingdom is less than a day old, but had I been nursing this account along, I would be way further along than all these people. See, they're all at City Hall level 5. And if you go and you look at, oh, I can't see the rankings. But if you, once you get your City Hall here, you can just upgrade to City Hall level 8. Now, the last thing that I will call out for you to remember is getting your account in a high-level alliance is really, really important as you start your jumper account. If you're in an alliance that is popping gold chests every day before you migrate, you can actually claim the gifts that you get from your alliance with that account. Jumper accounts can claim rewards within here. You can't claim your territory boosts, but you can claim your rewards, and you do get the benefits of all of the different techs that exist in here. So what you should do is you should get all of your techs and all of your buildings up to level 7 or as high as you can go without having to upgrade your city hall to level 8. The reason you want to do this is that you are setting yourself up for success when you go to this new kingdom. You will not have max tech alliances at first. You will not have max level guardians at first. So take advantage of those things while you still can on your jumper account. All of this stuff is going to help you to make sure that when you do enter that kingdom, you are in the best position possible. Now, the last tip that I have for you guys that hopefully can assist you is joining a kingdom that is, oh, it won't work. Never mind. I was going to say joining a kingdom that's coming out of KVK, but you actually can't do that. So just be sure that you are claiming as many rewards as you can, migrating during these holiday events, and if you want to spend money, do it. You know, do the recharge rewards, get your growth fund as soon as you can, and the last tip that I will give you is get your VIP up as soon as possible. If you have gems early on in this kingdom, the thing you want to do is at least get your VIP up to level 10 so that you are getting legendary commander sculptures. Legendary commander sculptures are essential to helping you succeed in Rise of Kingdoms, so just get your city hall to level 10. It will be worth it, I promise you. Last but not least, if you are looking for a jumper account and you say, hey Shappy, you know, you've made this great video on how to jump, I do have a jumper account linked in my Discord, which is in the community Discord, which is linked in the description, so go check it out. You're welcome to join them. If you are posting your own jumper group, feel free to drop it in, but the Dark Warriors are currently recruiting, so feel free to go check them out. I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner, and this is showing you how to jump, get the most bang for your buck early on. Have fun. Thank you, Shappy out.